The list of retailers has grown all week. Best Buy, Target, Lunds & Byerly's soon will all require customers to wear face masks in their stores. They join at least 9 Minnesota cities requiring masks in some capacity. And now the association representing the state's hospitals and healthcare systems is urging the governor to make masks mandatory statewide.
We're seeing hospitalizations tick up across the country. We're starting to see case positivity rate of coronavirus tick up here in the state. So the window of opportunity for Minnesotans to come together and take action is slowly closing.
Dr. Rahul Khurana is president and CEO of the Minnesota Hospital Association. He wrote this letter to Governor Walz saying the state must take action now to avoid a surge like other states.
It would be all indoor locations, especially public places where folks are indoor. And also it would include outdoors when it is not possible for Minnesotans to physically distance 6 feet or more.
Wear a mask.
The governor's office said an announcement will likely come next week. The governor Thursday told reporters he's still discussing it, but if Republicans would craft legislation on a mask mandate, he'd be willing to drop some of his executive orders, including capping occupancy in certain retail businesses.
I think if you wear a mask, I've said this all along, I think the science is behind me, there wouldn't need to be a cap on the people in retail businesses. Now, bars, that's an entirely different subject.
Jennifer Austin, KARE 11 News.